So if I were to start a session, I would just click the launch button. And I would see that one of my clients has requested to join the session. And then I could let them in. I would click admit. And then I could choose to start the session just in a video session, or I could also start the session with having a Playroom already launched. I tend to practice a bit more client-led, and so I like to give clients options along the whole way to make them feel more in control, to feel part of the process, and to feel like this is really it's their therapy space. And so I often ask my client, what room do you want to join today? Do you want to join the cozy cottage? Do you want to join the adult room? Do you want to join the child room? And then once my client chooses what room they would like, I would click on the Playroom and I would click continue. There's lots of different tools that PlaySpace has thought about to really make sure that this feels like it can be client-led in the approach to care. So this is one of the Playrooms, and right now, only I am able to click on activities to enter together. So I've got this little yellow crown on my pointer, but what I can do if I am a client-led therapist and I want my client to have control and agency and explore the virtual environment just as I would have them in the in-person environment, I can click on this little crown and I can click practitioner and client. So once I click on this, my client, as you can see, now has the yellow crown as well. And so they can choose what activity they would like to enter. And that gives them a lot of control and agency, and it really mimics that in-person therapy environment that you might be practicing in. So as well as that, one of the things PlaySpace has thought about is the technology problems that have been cited in the literature. So what they have done is they have actually embedded more than one video provider into a therapy session. So let's say A is not being reliable, or you're having issues with the technology, PlaySpace doesn't want you to be stranded. PlaySpace doesn't want you to be thinking about, okay, well, what else can we do? They've actually thought about that for you. And so they have embedded multiple video providers into the platform that you can switch to by the click of a button. So if you click option B, the video screen will refresh, and then you and your client can continue the session seamlessly. The other thing they've thought about is the idea that it's really important to be able to monitor your client's affect, how they're processing, how they're coping throughout a session. And with that, they've thought about the ratios. So right now, the ratio is 30% video, 70% the Playroom. However, there might be a time where you guys are talking about something that's more emotionally charged or something that's hard. Perhaps you're doing some trauma processing work, and it's more important as the clinician to see the client in a bigger screen. You can actually click 70-30, and now the video screen's bigger, so I can monitor Elizabeth's affect in the session, and the session is still engaging. This only affects my screen, not the client's screen. So the client also has the option to choose what width or ratio they want the Playroom to be versus the video session. And so PlaySpace has really thought about a lot of really important pieces to make therapy really easy for the clinician so that it can be effective and also engaging and also safe.